Woo! Hello, this Viewfinder.
It's us.
It's us.
The two idiots.
The two idiots. Oh, this is gonna go great. We're doing 2-player, 1 controller, which means 1 hand on the keyboard, 1 hand on the mouse, but it's not the same person.
Nope.
So let's see how this goes.
So as 2 people, we have combined almost 1 brain.
Almost 1 brain cell. Yeah.
All right. So
First skip of the game.
jump
Very
over
good.
that wall.
Oh,
very
perfect.
hard.
Yeah,
Second one right here. Oh, right now.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry. You can start the timer now.
We're just going. It's early morning. We have to rise and grind. Right, so as you can already see, we're already doing a bunch of the puzzle elements that have been introduced in this game, which is placing down photos everywhere. And then everything that you take a photo of, you sort of generate copies of, almost 1-to-1, as it is in the photo. Then you can flip them around and then sort of adjust them in different ways and position them basically everywhere. Oh, go.
Excellent. So yeah, Viewfinder, as Chris said, puzzle game, very comfy. The beginning is pretty straightforward. It introduces you to the basic mechanic of picking up a photo, placing it down, rotating it a bit more to the left. Left. Yeah,
There.
yes. We're gonna do like minor skips, like this one, skips like pretty much the entire level. This is the end teleporter, the end computer, and we can kind of cut it. With the photos, so as long as like a major part of it still exists, we can still progress. Same with batteries, you can kind of cut them a little bit, but if you were to like cut this battery in half, it won't work anymore, so hopefully we won't encounter that. Surely we will.
No. We'll never cut things in half in this.
Yeah, this game is really well made. It looks...
Oh, that's unusual. So the a bit.
Oh. That never happened before.
Haven't seen that. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Where are we? Oh.
We always talk about if we should do that bit again. Like, whoa, what happened?
We're terrible actors. Clean your hands.
Yeah.
This is reality, actually, because we are in a simulation. Okay, probably good to mention. I'm controlling currently only the mouse. There's going to be a little feature coming up that is my main responsibility. Cropax is doing all the interactions, picking up stuff and moving around. Focus here a little bit.
Yeah, here in a second.
Small optimization. Didn't work.
Close
Almost.
enough. The timing's a bit iffy there, but if you hit the timing correctly, then you spawn like just right in front of this PC and you skip this very tiny walk.
5 seconds of walking. I mean, this is a puzzle game, so most of the optimization will be just, seconds worth. Also here.
Yeah, so now we're basically going over our estimate, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
The 5 seconds? No.
Let's just pick it
Okay,
up.
can we do it in
Do you wanna? No.
Should be smooth
Put the photo there, yeah. You can do this whole section here in 2 pictures usually, but going for 3 is nice and comfy.
Yeah. So a little bit about the lore maybe at this point, because it's a kind of really cool level. There's 4 designers or scientists who've created. Where's that? Okay, there we go. Who created kind of before global warming was kind of about to be relevant or like coming up. They designed this world or simulation trying to find a solution to global warming. Oh, a little bit of lag.
Yeah, a little couple weird freezes.
A little. It's fine.
There we go.
Perfect. And so these 4 scientists created this world to do a little bit of research. So there's Aaron right here, who's kind of like an artist. So like his hub world is very artistic. There's a lot of like paint themes, and he was kind of like one of the main designers of this simulation. We, so the player and the person talking, Jesse, are kind of like now people in the future, well, in the present now.
Yeah.
This red planet that has been completely devastated by greed and global warming. A little bit.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can do that. Of course we can.
Second jump though is that's fine.
Yeah, perfect.
Plenty of space.
Okay, I will continue.
A lot of these levels, as you can probably tell, is very much about like just sort of cutting corners very precisely, so you can both cut off terrain to make way so you can go through certain places, but also adjusting photos in a certain way so you just stand on just a pixel of the just on the pixel of a camera or of a photo.
So we're being introduced to Kate right now, which is an AI cat.
I must admit,
as the name suggests.
You made it this far.
And he was created, or they were created, to kind of guide us through this simulation, more or less, and the safekeeper. And in telling the story. Wanna go now?
We're trying to do a skip here. Nice.
Ah, perfect.
Got it.
First try. So we can glitch out of these train cards, and we're gonna do it every single time we're transitioning between two hub worlds, because it allows us to load into the next level a little bit faster.
Yeah,
quite a bit faster.
Yeah, you can still see the tram arriving there in the background, so normally we would still be locked in that if we didn't do that skip. So it's like 20 seconds almost like per world, so it's actually pretty good in the long run. New mechanic here where we need to like line up the photos.
Yep.
Yeah. Which also just like creates stuff just in reality once we're done doing it. So
shoutouts to The Witness. Another great puzzle game.
That's weird. Sorry, the simulation is really buggy on my end.
yeah, it's also introducing the whole thing with like when you line these up, not only does it add things, but it can also add stuff like the actual end teleporter, which doesn't normally exist in the level yet until you do that puzzle right there.
Yeah, and also thematically, it introduces us to something being kind of weird or odd or wrong.
There.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
that
should be fine.
That's good. That's good.
Something is wrong in this world, or in the simulation. It's glitching out a little bit. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. As you can probably imagine, we're also doing a bunch of pretty tight setups as well, just to make all the terrain actually work out. So there are a couple times we're going to go, maybe that works, maybe that doesn't. That's way harder than it looks. Well, for us.
For us, yeah. So yeah, I mean, two-player one controller definitely makes it a lot harder because we have to coordinate. Of course, the walking is probably the least of our worries. But especially when it comes to rotation and placing photos, we have to have the timing right because we're gonna walk and place photos at the same time, more or less. It's not gonna be quite as intense as Elden Ring two-player one controller, I have to admit. But
this is serious gaming.
This is also like this is the Elden Ring of puzzle games. Probably not. Oh yeah. So here we can see the rewind feature for almost the first time. We've been going through this flawlessly so far.
Yeah, things have been going great.
So yeah, we can also rewind in time, which is also one of the things that Cropax controls. At the moment, I'm just chilling, more or less.
There's a couple things you can do with the rewind as well for actual speed tech. Some of which we'll do, some we won't, because it's actually really hard to set up some of them, especially when you're two people trying to coordinate at the same time. So the battery and then the photo. Dump that one down.
A little bit of slow.
Yeah, it's fine. And then here, once again, one of those where we're just going to take a photo of just empty space, to just put it down, to just cut out empty space so we can walk through walls.
Not that I mind the company.
Line
On
up.
the contrary, really.
Go. Safe round.
To be quite adventurous and fun.
Yep.
And I have to turn this.
That's a weird placement. It works, it works. Yeah, just anytime we can at least still see like the top part that has the little lock on it for the computer, then we're good.
Yep.
Otherwise, it'll give us a big like warning light that's like, warning, you've cut off the exit.
So this level, or this hub world, is designed by, I think her name is Hayama. She's a biologist or plant lady, or likes plants, and she's part of the research team because especially they try to find a way to simulate or replicate plants and save the world that way. Or like each of the 4 designers have kind of like their own sub-theme.
Come on.
Okay. I don't.
Yeah,
Let's
I think it's
continue.
stuck.
You can kind of manipulate the physics a little bit, but a lot of the times you'll just end up throwing the
Strafe jump. KZ.
almost.
Oh,
Hey,
so good.
try.
That is.
The photo. The photo.
You take the photo as well.
Might as well. Stand still.
Damn.
Forward. Yeah, good enough. So yeah, micro adjustments here needed just to make sure that. Sure. No. Okay.
we can camera.
Okay.
Gotta turn that a little left. Pretty good. Yeah, a couple
we go.
times. That's what, again, where the rewind comes in, so you can go back a couple of steps just to sort of retrace your steps and try again.
Fix what you've done wrong.
Go.
So yeah, all about the main optimization in the end is finding a way to place a photo so that your batteries fall directly on top of the thing, trying to cut down the walking distance, etc. And
The others sounding quickly here.
yeah,
Okay.
so we're gonna attempt another skip here.
That's all fast.
And it's probably a good time also for donations because it's just gonna be the same thing, and if we fail it, we're just gonna sit here.
Sure thing. We do have $10 from Golubievsky saying, can't wait for Joshimu's GTA speedrun on Saturday, which is tomorrow. And then we're putting those $10 towards the Baldur's Gate 3 bonus run. And then we also have $25 from Cyrus Black with no message.
Thank you for all those donations. Very kind, as we get ourselves stuck in this tram because we can't click out.
Thank you, Cyrus. So yeah, we are in the third world now, and this is the person that designed this is kind of like a game designer and engineer by lore, and also the creator of like these mechanical things, so the teleporter, the pipes, and all this stuff. Oop, okay,
jump.
small skip here.
There's also some a really cool skip that you can do right there by lining up on the
We
shadows.
still need to line up.
Still need to do that, but
Still
yeah.
need to do it,
But
but
if you do it in a way where you sort of wiggle back and forth without hitting the levers, then you can do that without having to go all the way around and hit all these buttons. Which is a big time skip, but it is really difficult to actually set up as two people trying to like micro adjust in their own way.
It's quite literally a pixel perfect trick because you have to stare at like a very specific picture or pixel while moving, and so you have to have the perfect lineup.
That's wonderful. A gathering of friends.
So finally, I also get to do stuff, which is the camera. So now instead of having to rely on the images that we find in the world, we can actually take our own, and that allows.
Yeah, one of the batteries got cut in half,
Yeah.
so you had to use a specific one.
So now this allows us to manipulate the world a little bit more and forward. Yeah. We're gonna jump off the map a lot of times in this because it's also just faster to fall into the level. There we go.
Really speeds it up as well because a lot of these are pretty vertical the next couple levels as well, so we're just going to be jumping off a whole bunch, getting a ton of speed.
These also don't need to be overly precise, so you're gonna see us place a lot of stuff kind of roughly.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea for like how much of the teleporter you actually need to beat the level.
Yeah.
Jump off here, big speed. Oh, game froze for a bit there. That was scary.
Yeah, there's some achievements for beating a level, I think, within a few seconds. Is that battery good? No, okay.
There.
No, it should be fine.
Yeah, it's
Yes. So you can see the bottom of the battery is cut off, but it still works. So as long as like the critical components are there, it should be fine.
Did you
Oh,
know that
upstairs.
scientists have to spend years developing a method before they're often allowed to share their work? That's the beauty of this.
And here we're gonna take a photo of this archway here, and then just almost cut the entire level in half, placing it there. And then normally there's an entire house like right here in front of us, but we just cut off the building just so we can get to these little film strips a little bit faster.
Yeah, the the camera has charges, so we pick up battery charges, and that's kind of the limiting factor. And there's also been talks about low percent at the beginning, but essentially, I think at this point, pretty much the low percent strats will be more or less the fastest strats of any percent, anyways.
Yeah.
So most of the time, it doesn't really matter. I think there's like ILs that have small optimizations with less batteries or less charges, I guess, or less photos placed, I should say. Because there's also levels where you get optional photos.
This one is
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's the other one. And then scoop.
Hey. Oh, nice.
Nice. No!
No. Okay.
The batteries are just rolling around.
Yeah, the physics in this game are a little bit jank, but it's also kind of.
Yeah, but when you can really make it work, it feels so cool. Like dunking the battery onto the button.
I think the feet are cut off. Yep.
Yeah.
Do again. Photo. Back. Oh, wait.
Take a photo. We have more.
Yeah,
we have more ammo. More bullets.
more ammo.
awesome. Brilliant.
And this is the or
Reverse.
yeah, reverse of this.
Probably should have activated the lever.
That's fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah, you might be right. Maybe it's not fine.
Yeah, that's where our half brain cells come into play.
Yeah, there are a lot of these levels that you can do in like a trillion different ways, especially. Oh, gotta take a photo for the back. Go. So it's just about coming up with the most sort of fast and creative solution for a lot of them. Like for example, earlier there's one where it's probably super intended to just take a photo of a staircase and then use that to ascend up to a platform.
Oh, back.
Oh, double hit that.
Nice.
Go. But instead you can also just take a photo of the floor and just use the floor as an ascending staircase. That was a weird bounce I got there. Here, more jumping off the edge.
Nice. So yeah, this it's not necessarily intended, but it's intended by design.
Yeah.
So
Your explorations thus far.
it's not the correct solution, but
It's
if
a
it
cool
works, it
solution,
works. It's
though.
a cool solution. Right.
Turn around, thank
guys,
you.
guys. So here again, we're just gonna use the sky, and it introduces us to a new mechanic, which are these charges.
That was a
So you can store energy for a little bit, and as long as this little circle is loaded,
of course.
it retains a little bit of the charge, so we can cut off some of the mechanics, make it a little bit faster for us to optimize. Oops.
Yeah,
Yep.
it sort of adds a timed element to a lot of these levels.
Yeah, which is really good for us in speedrunning as well, so we don't have to worry about perfect placement.
Here, step away, take a photo. Big photo. Go.
Your speed is impressive.
Thank you. It's always nice to get feedback from the game.
I've been thinking about what I'd overheard.
This is the last terminal of this world, I believe. Coming up to here on the left.
Does this
This one is a little bit special. Amazing level doing this casually, because suddenly there's just walls disappearing and appearing, and floors disappearing like this. So it's kind of playing with your perception, and yeah, it's overall like this game has beautiful level design. It's not the most challenging, I would say. It's a good beginner puzzle game. Yeah.
Still really cool how it implements a lot of them, especially the bits where the floor here, for example, is gonna get real. Boom. Because we did there's a puzzle in this entire area, and you're supposed to figure out the pattern to go through that little miniature maze we just went through, but it's just already in place from the beginning, so we can just memorize it. But it's also gonna come into play at couple different places. Like for example, on this level here, if you just go to the battery up here and try to pick it up, it'll sort of fade into the background, kind of like you see with a lot of these walls. So therefore, you have to take a photo of it from far away, and then only then can you actually pick it up and take it with you. That was surprisingly smooth.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
That level is the one we always struggle with, because the angle of the photo has to be pretty precise to actually make it through. It was very well done, very well.
Very good. So now we come up to Mirren, who's like the, I want to say the chief designer, scientist in all of this. So she's the one that kind of a little bit early. We can
still save this.
we can still save it.
We can do this. I can break these cups.
So yeah, this the train clips are a little bit precise. There's no real lineup. It's mostly down to timing.
It's timing because it's all about when the tram like sort of is in the turn. Then you can jump at a very specific time to sort of glitch in as it like leans a little bit. So
yeah. In this level also you can quit out. I think at like the midpoint, but you have to wait for just a little bit of lag that is created by the level transition, and yeah, it's not the easiest. Back.
that good? That should be fine.
Yep. Out of battery.
And here, pop that. Boom. So yeah, here it introduces a new mechanic as well, where you'll see all these blue objects, like blue batteries, blue walls, and like very metallic walls. And these objects. Oh. What?
Oh,
we broke the
pixel of
thing. Yeah.
The photo is broken.
Go all the way back.
Yeah.
A little bit more. There you go.
Ah, that was unlucky. It was literally a pixel.
Yeah.
thing.
And that's one of those places where it very much just has to be the top part that's intact. So even though it just looked like it was a sliver of the entire right side, that was it cut too much off of the top. Then we go here. Yep.
So this level has a really neat trick, but a recent patch, oh, I say recent, but probably been like 10 months at this point. But the last patch for this game made it a little bit harder. It's still possible, but essentially you can rewind while sitting down on a chair and move around kind of while rewinding. Oh yeah, sorry. And that allows you to manipulate your jump a little bit to gain extra height.
You're too slow!
It's probably true. We're gonna have a little bit of a tricky skip here, so we're gonna give it a couple of tries, and then we'll get it.
Oh. We're gonna try to see if we can tilt over this cup here and then jump at the right timing. It'll actually like launch us just a little bit onto this platform. We can bypass like half of this puzzle.
Oh, nice! That was like pretty early.
That was actually really, really sweet. Perfect.
Yeah. So you have time. You have time for like 10 or up to 10 tries. A little bit.
That photo again. Go back.
There we go. Nice. Yeah, that skips like a good 30 seconds, I would say, with like doing the rest casually.
You remind me a lot of Mirror, you know?
Staircase of shame.
Staircase.
There's like some jumps you can do there onto the.
Where are we going?
First after that, we have to go up the stairs. Yeah.
Easy level first. Yeah, these are actually pretty simple now. It's still like kind of introductory to this mechanic.
Yep. And here, like we said earlier, the mechanic of all the blue and metallic objects don't get caught or don't get actually photographed when we take photos of them. So we can take photos of stuff that are through walls. Like here, the exit and stuff is
No.
just
Little bit. No.
Little back?
Just stand here. Just at the start.
There?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, because normally we can't enter that room. There's a bunch of barriers around it. So we have to take a photo through a wall to get both the button and the exit with it.
I've been pondering over your search.
Usually it takes us a second to realize where we are.
Yeah, and then especially if like he turns left and I think he's gonna turn right, so I start like backpedaling the wrong way.
We get another attempt.
Oh,
Hey.
Oh no! Bonk our head.
Lamp. Oh well. Now it's this one.
Yeah,
We have time for a few donations.
Yeah, right now.
All right, we got $10 from Elksnitch with no message, and then we got a $100 donation from Viceroy saying really enjoyed Viewfinder and loving the run so far, putting those $100 towards the Baldur's Gate 3 bonus run any % incentive.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that level we struggled with before, but
Even in the throes
with this lineup,
This lineup.
Oh.
Yeah, that lineup.
this lineup.
That lineup. Guess we can talk a little bit of how we got into this run as well. It was for Hackathon last year. A marathon where we both wanted to sim a run, but we weren't sure, like, that good?
We'll figure out. Oh. Back a little bit. Back. I think it might be broken. It is broken.
It is broken, yeah.
Continue your story.
Yes, we were both submitting to Hackathon and we weren't sure what to play, and we had both just got it into. Put it forward with that one. There.
Yeah.
There, perfect. And we both wanted to submit a game, and then we just figured, oh, we'd both been playing this recently. We've been learning the run right after it came out. And then we decided, hey, what would a co-op run of this look like? So we decided to not practice, but just show up and do like 2 practice runs before Hackathon. Figure out, oh, we'll probably figure it out. It'll probably be a good time, and it went surprisingly well. It is a really, really enjoyable game to do as a 2-player co-op speedrun.
Oh yeah, shout out to Ether who made a little bit early. Shout out to Ether who made a soundtrack to this game. It's like a very mixed, chill fusion of jazz and stuff.
Rotate.
This way.
There you go. I don't think we talked about the photocopier either, but
oh yeah,
it's introduced in a couple of earlier chapters where you can take extra copies of photos that you already have. Here we're gonna do a very precise lineup. Is that good?
We're about to find out.
Nice.
And then we teleport through the wall.
Yeah, that's one of those where we can really save a bunch of photos by lining the photos up in a very specific way. So the teleporter is right next to the button that we stand on, which is also then right next to the thing producing the sound to then activate the teleporter.
Also, there's a lot of optional levels here. I guess we didn't mention that. We're just skipping. And also to continue the lore maybe at this point, because we're just gonna be walking here for a bit. So yeah, they're trying to find a solution to the global warming thing. And so Mirren comes up with what she calls a weather disruptor. It's a huge engine, or like kind of like a weapon-esque machine that she designs to shoot at and control the weather. And there's been a lot of like arguments between the 4 scientists about it, and some of them leave the team, and it's a little bit more traumatic in the lore. And this is basically her level that tells her story, kind of through the design a little bit.
And her world introduced like new color mechanic.
Yeah, this mechanic here with the different filters, I guess they're called. End boss.
As you can see, we have to go through all these gates or these portals to sort of like switch the color gradient of the worlds, because only certain doors open. Like the one you saw on the left is closed unless we're in like the black and white, or the some of only the green, some for the blue, some for the red. For this one, we need to actually mix them a bunch, because there's 3 gates that you need to run through quickly, because there's a timer going on. So we need to go through these gates in the correct order, make our way to this button here, and then do a 180, and then just run to the goal straight ahead here.
There's also a speedrun strat here that is super precise. I think you have milliseconds to spare, where you can essentially only put down 2 of the portals. I think only 1 of the portals, and just run around them, but the timing is so tight.
Yeah.
So right here, this is the weather disruptor, and this tells the story. Well, the game tells the story through audio logs and little post-it notes that we don't have the time to pick up and listen to. But yeah, essentially this machine turns out that it failed. Unfortunately, it was not able to make it work. Very visual how it's falling apart here.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the 4 scientists abandoned the project a little bit. Well, a little bit later, and so this world is now kind of empty, falling apart. And
I'm sorry.
where's the exit?
Yeah. Jump off the building in game.
In game, jump off. And then we're heading down now to kind of like a corrupted level. So it's been not really attended to, and the AI, Kate, gives you some lines about, yeah, how things should have been different, but alas, yeah.
Oops. Go. That was the final one. So unless we go in,
nice, perfect.
It's kind of funky how you can get the skip there sometimes, but because you're falling so fast, if the tram like intercepts you as you're falling through the infinite, you can actually get picked back up on the way, and then it's like, oh yeah, didn't do the skip after all.
Yeah, if you land right inside the train cart. We're opting to do a slower strat here, but it's still fun.
Don't tell them, they don't know.
Oh, intended.
Yeah, intended path.
Yeah.
All right, smile for the camera, everyone.
Yeah, perfect.
Go, because now new mechanics have been introduced. Because before this, it wasn't possible to actually take photos that contained yourself, but now we can, and we can sort of use that to teleport ourselves around. Here, we're gonna activate the timer on these photos. Cheese. And then we're gonna go over, grab the photos, and then use them to teleport. Oh, no, flip the, take the thing. Go, and then take all these photos to make our way through the levels by just teleporting in and out. Like that.
Perfect. How are we gonna do it for every single one?
Every single one.
Every single one.
You gotta smile for the camera. I mean, this one has our back turned.
One more.
More.
I mean,
Want to look backwards at the camera?
oh.
A little further forward. There we go. Throw the battery out. Through. Take the battery. Then we have to activate camera.
I didn't.
You didn't. You have to pose for the camera. You flip the camera and then perfect. Boom. The thing is, with those photos as well, it'll also copy the items that you hold. Turn around. You good jump. You good jump.
Good jump. Oh.
Oh, can I actually save that? Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Turn around. Camera. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
nice.
Good jump.
That's actually a really big jump because that skips that entire level by just jumping just from the curb onto the fence.
This one's
Ones are so weird because
slower.
the camera's behind you. So here, we're actually going to do a speed strat where we're going to take a photo. And then we're going to do a sort of Dishonored double blink here by doing 2 teleports at once right in a row there. Because normally you sort of have to go around that platform and do it in a different way. But if you just sort of rapid fire 2 photos out, then you can actually just, yeah, skip that whole bit.
Do it a little bit quicker. So now we're introduced to the corruption mechanic. So this is really where things fall apart. So every time we take a photo now, the part of the level that we took the photo of disappears. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, that's
that's a bit
perfect.
low. Could jump on these plastic
Just
chairs.
do a little bit more work. And so this also is probably it is the last mechanic that's introduced to the game.
It is, yeah, but it also sort of makes you think in a different way because now you can't use that terrain in both the photo and in sort of the reality, so you have to really think about what you're doing here.
No, a little bit more left, left. Yeah.
Is that good?
Yes.
This one's always a bit weird because you're taking a photo of the wall, but it is also containing the things that are behind it. Includes the teleporter and
Give me the battery. Nice.
oh, perfect, nice. Both the teleporter and the batteries. Then take a photo there because behind it there's actually a wall that's blocking the exit, so we can then use that wall both as a bridge to go through, but then also open a doorway into the exit. So it sort of combines the can't take photos of blue stuff and cutting things off at the same time.
Okay. This is the only level where there's a little bit of super stupid timing.
Over there, mid-air.
So yeah, I want to take a photo of myself and the battery falling. Is it there? Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it is. Nice.
While also taking a photo, essentially deleting the falling battery. So it's very timing dependent, but it's also the skip. It's not the intended strat there.
Here for this one, it's sort of a timed level where we're supposed to make it from the left side of this room all the way to the right side in...
Oh yeah.
But we have to sort of get a teleport photo of us here so we can sort of jump forward by activating this timer, jumping forward, and then making it to the end there.
Nice. So yeah, while we line up the last one, this is probably the best time for another donation.
Yeah, and we have a perfect donation. We got $5 from Kate the Cat saying, cheese!
So yeah, the final level of the game is a timed level, timed event, where we basically have to escape the simulation because things are falling apart and our escape is at peril. So there's a self-destruct button right here, and we're gonna use part of this design to destroy the world, essentially, or the simulation.
Photo?
Yep.
So So all these photos that we're taking here, this is sort of a... Oh, by the way. This is a giant gauntlet, so we're sort of... That
Not good.
That works.
Does that work?
That's good. That looks good to me.
I don't know.
That doesn't look good to me. Never mind.
Back.
Back a little there.
Back a little nose. Yeah, it looks better. Yeah.
Platform a bit down. There.
Too much down? So yeah, if you
That should be fine.
scuff one of the photos.
Yeah, you have to go. You don't have to go all the way back. You can sort of salvage it a little bit. Like we can maybe salvage.
Maybe
this.
salvage? Are you sure we can salvage?
I think we have to go back. More.
No, it should be fine. No? Further back, further back.
No, you have to flip it right. Same thing. A little like that, yeah. Or in,
I didn't know. Just go back. Just go back here.
like all the way.
Yes. Oh, yeah, do it like this.
That's good. That's
Yes.
perfect. Photo, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're taking photos like of the boombox here in the distance because we can use it for the upcoming gauntlet level here in a second.
Swap and then photo.
Photo and
Or-
photo wall.
Later.
My favorite wall.
As forgiving as this place.
Just stealing this photocopier. Yep. That's
Can
fine.
almost barely reach that photocopier. There we go. Then
That's on fine.
and one more. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Take the
Ooh.
battery. The battery. Yep. Ooh, don't scoop them. There we go. Then here we take
To prevent us losing
floor just appears out of nowhere. Boom, and then photo of the wall. Disappear.
this place will leave nothing behind.
And that's a
Perfect solution.
tight photo.
Just stand there.
Is that good?
Yeah,
Front
just
corner?
stand still.
Go. They'll put the other side of that wall using that.
Swap. Photos, swap. Photos. Yeah, swap photos. Swap photos.
Because here we're using the photo that we took in the very beginning level, and then the boombox we took from earlier, which can then just out of range,
A little bit closer. Down.
like there.
Yeah. And run up.
Boombox.
Where did
What?
it fall?
It's like right next to it. That's.
Let's take the first photo again. Yeah. Further.
Want to stand
Do
here,
it like this. Yeah.
there.
This should be enough range. So yeah, since we scuffed up the boombox a little bit forward. Oh.
You're cutting off the floor that it needs to hit.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
There's a way
And then, boom. Nice.
Boom.
Not time yet, but that was
Essentially
that's
the last level.
basically the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some outro segments here, and then once we pick up the plant at the very end,
That's time.
that's time.
Spoilers.
to find
Sorry.
So yeah, we're deleting the simulation here.
there is no
This is
singular
by
truth.
far the saddest,
No perfect
saddest
answer.
part of the game. A lot of people apparently played this without
In this place,
voice acting on and subtitles. Didn't realize why the cat started
Crying
crying.
at the end. I just thought there was a cute cat throughout the whole game.
that awaits. Is it loving?
But yeah, this is our escape now, and then as we are escaping, and we assume like, oh, it's all over, it's all for nothing. We realize there's a little back door, and some of the scientists actually came together and realized that they found a way to replicate plants in our destroyed and desolate planet. So what we're doing here is finding at the last gate a little
plant.
A
A
little
little green
plant.
plant.
and time is pretty much just after picking this up, going through the portal,
Then.
and time.
Well done, sir. Well
Well
done.
done, well done, well done.
Great run to start the morning.
Yeah,
Rise
oh
and
yeah,
grind.
it's 8 a.m. when we started this, so not the best time for puzzle games, but hey yo, made it work.
Yeah.
Big shout outs to the Viewfinder community, the Discord. There's a lot of great people there. It's super helpful, super organized, and this is technically the easiest or one of the easiest speedruns for me to pick up. I've done a couple of puzzle games in the past, so really cool game.
You can also do a lot of really cool stuff with it as well. Like a lot of the stuff we did there was sort of the, I wouldn't say the dumbed down version, but like much easier to do for 2 players because it's much harder to actually coordinate us both. But you can do some really, really good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you actually have
top
more than
runners,
one brain cell.
Yeah, the top runners can do a lot of great stuff. There was a good run at GDQ recently as well of this, way more fast-paced than ours, but hey yo. Yeah, so that was Viewfinder.
Mhm.